So I met an elder yesterday at the liquor store while I was asking the guy that works here about a mobile mechanic. Like, not for nothing, just to compromise his op. Oh no, I ain't doing that. So I met this elder named Paycheck. That wasn't a paycheck. I transferred that to me. Why would they call it a paycheck? Using wrong terminology. Talk about $64. Your $64 paycheck arrived early. No, my $64 transfer from my other bank account arrived early. Anyways, his name was OG Blow. And OG Blow was telling me, he said, man, you about to make me kill, go get my pistol. He said, you paid him, didn't you? I was like, yeah. He was like, so look, how it all started, my phone was ringing. How it all started is, when I asked the guy, and I told you this wasn't supposed to go anywhere, he pointed at him. He had just walked in the store. So then I went ahead, I played it out, and he got talking. He was like, what kind of car is it? He was like, that was your Benz up there? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh man. He was like, but what was wrong with it? And I told him it just needs a starter. And I told him I found a mechanic, and I said, it ended up being hurt, and he thought, but he's every single day he says he's showing up and he don't show up. And he was like, that nigga, you paid him, didn't you? I was like, yep. And he was like, blah 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 blah. And you could he said he knows it's not at AutoZone no more because he passed through there going to the doctor. And I was like, no, it's at the park now. And he's like, the park over there, why you do that? Like freaking out, like overreacting about it. He was like, it's dark. I was like, why? Is it a bad area or something? He was like, no, it's just dark over there. I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, well, how you gonna get by? Like, how you gonna, you still got you still got your room? I think when they say that, they're under the impression like I live at a hotel or something. And I had already told him I'm not from here. I said, that's nothing like to get a hotel room. I said, I can just check, you know what I'm saying, make a reservation and get a room. It's not that big of a deal. I don't need to keep a room whether I'm there or not. Sit your ass down and stop it, sit before I jack you up. I'm not in the mood. You see, I'm in the middle of talking. I'm talking. Why would you do that? Sit down. Them stupid ass dummies. Them homo sapien dummies too. Don't you do that no more. You see, I'm talking. So just leaped out my damn arms, and she got on the motherfucking, look, they got on hats and everything. Good boy. But don't do that no more while I'm talking. I'm tired of you pulling me out, just snatching me out of fucking shit. So he was like, nope, I really don't know nobody. He said, I got my cousin. He was like, he kind of work on cars, but he don't do it like that. He was like, but even still, he said, you could have told my place and we could have sat there. He was like, we could have worked out something financially. He was like, until you found something like to do it or whatever. OG Blow was pretty much gonna try to talk me into staying with him, okay? And I wasn't having that shit, so I blocked him right away. And I got like kind of, you know what I'm saying, like into I told him to give me, you know, that whole give me your number shit don't work no more. You know, and you take off, like, cause he wouldn't let me take off. And I told him I had a guard dog. And he didn't believe it till he saw it. And meanwhile, you can hear my dog barking, like probably 20 feet away from us. I said, that's him barking. And I was like, nope, come on, just step out here a little bit. And you look, and you see him. I'm not going to let him see me. And he was like, oh, hell no. And I told him, It was a German Shepherd. He said, "Is that one of them black dogs with the one of them dogs with the black tongues?" I was like, "No." I was like, they're more known for like police work, I guess. And he was like, "Oh yeah, a canine." I was like, "Yeah, a canine." And like I said, he was about to. I already could see where that was going, and I was just like, no. As much as I need somewhere to like put my car where it would just be safe and I don't have to move it right away. You see that retarded bitch? No, you had to see the look on her face, like she was looking for me to try and act like she was telling on me. That's what she did. That's what that thing was just doing. So anyways, I was like, no. Oh yeah, but I was saying like, give me your number, don't work no more. And I was doing it for PR. I haven't seen one of those kind of cruisers. I wonder where that's from. Give me a number or whatever. Because now call me. And he was like, put it on speaker because I want to hear. That's what I'm saying, it don't work no more. But as soon as I walked away from him, I blocked this number. He said he asked me on more than one occasion. And I was telling him I'm in my last week of college. He asked me on more than one occasion. He said, well, man, that's messed up because you ain't, you know what I'm saying, you don't live here. And you try and get home, and then these rules, you to pay them or whatever, blah, blah, blah. He was like, what about your parents? Like, you can't call your parents? Like, and I was like, no, that's not an option. And I really wanted to say, like, dang shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really wanted to be like, but that's for me to know and you to find out. Like, this is going to get out. Like, and there's never been a time in my life when I could call on my parents. I've always had to have them. And like, and to say parents is kind of, that's a little too much too, because like, if I were to call a parent, it would be my mom. But you know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't. I've always been better off than that. What else? That was it. He asked me more than one occasion. When the cops were talking to me a few nights ago, he was like, man, you don't have any family here? And I was like, no. I mean, I have an aunt here, but I don't have nothing to do with her. I don't talk to her.